Well, guys, we're about 25 hours late to the Tuesday tournament weigh-in. Clearly, I missed it. We had some other things going on, but today is Wednesday. It is a beautiful bluebird, high-pressure day. Generally speaking, that does not bode well for fishing. There is virtually no wind, which also doesn't really help the situation, but we're going to launch anyway and see what we can do out on Lake Norman. So stay tuned. Hopefully we sack them. This feels like a catfish. This definitely feels like a catfish. Yep, that's a catfish. In the tail. That's awesome. All right. Oh, God. Doesn't feel big. This first bass knocked so much slack in the line. Oh, he's bigger than we thought. All right, first one. Maybe 2 pounds, pound and 3/4, something like that. Dink on a dink lure. Dink lures catch dink fish. Sometimes when it's tough, it's the deal though. There's another chunk. Throwing that Revolt crankbait. Definitely getting bigger bites. Not as many as I'd like, but definitely getting some bigger bites. Again, this one doesn't even have the epoxy eyes in it. This is just one of the color samples. I'm gonna have to use the pliers on this guy. Fat boy though. That was weird. That was a weird bite. That was a super weird bite. Alright. Hence the weird hook set. There's number 3 on a minima jig. Alright, we got another one. Feels pretty good. Could just be the way I'm fighting it though. It's kind of pulling against my hand. Let's see here. She's decent. Okay, she's hooked pretty good. Another one on that Revolt. It's a good one for Norman. Someplace between this dock and that point, or that, I should say that brush pile, I'm gonna catch a fish. There ain't no doubt. There's damn blue heron right there. He ain't there resting. I know that's what it looks like he's doing. Our 2 smallest fish have come on a jig. Sometimes if you want a better bag, you got to commit to certain baits, and clearly today the jig ain't it. Boy, he was not coming out. Little guy. I don't even know if he's 14. We'll see. Yeah, he's 14. So it's still pretty early in the morning here, and as you can see, I've gone back to run to a different spot, and I don't know if you can hear it or not, but the motor won't start. So I've got a couple decisions to make, and the first one is to just shut everything down. I do know that a lot of times if you just kill everything, all your electronics, and you just let the battery rest, sometimes you can get enough out of it to start your motor later. So I decided at this point just to go ahead and continue fishing using the trolling motor, and a little bit later I was in fact able to get that motor started. So what I decided to do is continue fishing and just let the motor idle while I was fishing. I know that burning gas isn't ideal, but it did give me about an extra hour of fishing time. going to try to get a little bit more fishing in. You can probably hear the outboard is on. But I'm going to just kind of check in the back of a creek just to see. I really didn't see much bait back here, but you never know. So we're going to push back here and just chuck and wind and see what we can find. Largemouth. It's gonna call. Ain't much, but he's got those 2 dinks in there. This thing's definitely heavier. As I mentioned, I'm out of batteries, so I've got the outboard running. I'm gonna go ahead and weigh our fish. Go on and get home. It's about noon, and we did end up catching 5, so that's good. So 216. All right, 1, 2, 3, 5. A weight of 9.28. It's kind of what I guessed. But hey, we had fun. It was awesome just being able to throw a crankbait and run water. We didn't stay in any one place for too long, and got a bunch of fish. I'm assuming that if we were able to stay out here for longer, we'd probably be able to upgrade. Usually the bigger fish, I believe, bite during the afternoon. So missed opportunity this time. We'll figure out what's going on with the crank and battery, and hopefully be out here next week. And in the meantime, guys, we'll see you out on the water.